set of blocks. Here, let's start in a seated position. If you'd like to have a seat on a block, we'll do a real quick warm up, then we'll get into our sculpting portion. If you want to have a seat on a block to allow your hips to open, it's definitely an option. Arms resting by your side or gently on your knees. Close your eyes or bring a gentle gaze behind your eyes. Focusing here on your breath, belly rise on your inhales. Belly falls on your exhales. Noticing your rib cage expanding in all dimensions with each sip of air you take in. Continuing here with your breath, adding some shoulder rolls, up and back. One more time in this direction. And reverse the direction. Big shoulder shrugs, up and forward. With your eyes closed or open, draw your chin towards your chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, continue to draw the nape of your neck towards your spine. Once more, just like that. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, draw the nape of your neck towards your spine. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale over your left shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale over the right. Inhale. Exhale, looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Draw the chin towards your chest. Rotate to the right, drawing your right ear towards your right shoulder. Continue towards the back, nape of your neck towards your spine. Over to the left side, left ear to left shoulder. Back to front, chin to chest. We're going to reverse it this time to the left. Drawing your left ear towards your left shoulder. Continue back, nape of your neck towards your spine. Still your shoulders pulling down away from your ears, over to the right. To center, chin to chest. Inhale, come back to center. Float your eyes open if they were closed. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach arms overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your gaze, spread your fingers wide. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cactus, slight bend in your back, spreading your collarbone long. Inhale, reach arms overhead, gaze center. Once more, exhale, bend your elbows, lift your gaze. Inhale, come back to center. Release your hands to your heart. If you have a seat on a block, gently release that block off to the side. We're going to find a tabletop at the center of our mat. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Allow your hips to sway side to side. And then gently come back to center, tuck your toes, and allow your hips to press back towards your heels for a calf stretch. Inhale, come forward, keeping the toes tucked, shoulders stacked over your hips. Inhale, lift your gaze, hammock your navel towards the floor. Gaze up. Exhale, press into the tops of your feet, round your spine, gaze towards your navel. Inhale, tuck your toes, lift your gaze. Tabletop cat and cow with your breath. Exhale, force it all the way as you create space between your shoulder blades. Moving here a few more times with your breath. Gently come back to a neutral spine. Inhale, reach your right arm towards the sky, gaze up, look up. Exhale, thread your right arm all the way under and through the left side body. Right palm to the sky, maybe reaching so far that your right cheek or ear comes towards the mat or a block. Continue to press into your left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm to the side. Exhale, release your right hand under your shoulder. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Gaze up, look up. Exhale, thread your left arm all the way under and through the right side body. Left palm to the sky. Maybe your left shoulder, cheek, or ear. Continue to press into your right fingertips. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Exhale, plant your left hand on your shoulder. Walk your hands up, palm print forward, tuck your toes, lift your hips to the sky, coming to our first downward facing dog. Pressing your heels into the floor, lengthening the back side of your legs. Biceps hug in towards your ears. Stay here, begin to pedal out your heels, deep bend and extend to one knee at a time. Walking your dog. Hips are an inverted V. Inhale, come back to center, lift both heels high. Exhale, lower them over to the right side. Lengthening the right side of your right leg. Inhale, come back to center, heels elevated. Exhale, lower your heels over to the left side. Feeling that stretch all along the outer left leg. Inhale, come back to center, pedal, pedal, pedal. With the deep bend of your knees, walk your feet towards your wrists, coming to the top of your mat. Forward folds. Inhale, half lift hands to shins or blocks. Crown of your head pulling to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward folds. You're welcome to grab opposite elbows to find a ragdoll, pulling the crown of your head further towards the floor. Wherever you are, holding and breathing. With control, slowly rise all the way up. Lengthening your spine, head, neck, and shoulders last to rise, shoulders down and back. I'm just going to pivot and face you all. Feet wider than your hips. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, stagger your right foot behind the left for a curtsy stance. Left hand grabs right wrist, side bend to the left, bump your hips to the right. Maybe gazing under that right arm. Inhale, come back to center, stagger your right foot slightly wider than your hips, arms overhead. Left foot draws behind the right. Right hand grabs left wrist, pulling your upper body to the right, bumping your hips to the left. Maybe gazing under that that left arm. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands towards your toes. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins or blocks. Exhale, forward fold, plant your hands. Step your feet back, coming into a high plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Once you arrive, untuck your toes, elbows to the sky. Press up, mini cobra. Little to no weight in your palm. Exhale, lower down. Walk your hands to your lower rib cage. Press up, full cobra. Option to find upward facing dog, hovering your thighs and your hips. Exhale, tuck your toes. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Big breath in, big breath out. Gently walk your hands towards your feet this time. Coming into a forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. So we've got some options here. We're going to do some upper body as we stand. If you would like a little core challenge, a little balance challenge, you can stand on the block. Always an option to ground your feet into the floor directly. Right foot's going to be on that block. We're going to draw our left knee up, flexing the toes. So right foot on the floor, we're on a block, one weight in each hand, palms facing out. We've got bicep curls. Palm in towards the same shoulder, bend and extend. Full range of motion. At any time you can set that left foot down. You can release your right foot from the block if you have it on one. Bend and extend. Nice work. Keeping the left toes flexed. That left knee can be at hip height, higher or lower. Give me 3 more. Last 2. And 1. Now we're going to see that left foot to the inside of your right ankle, calf, or thigh for tree pose. Palms facing in, you've got a hammer curl. Elbows bend and extend, palms facing in. Drawing your thumbs towards the same shoulder. You get the weebles and wobbles, that's okay, just embrace it. Slow and steady. Navel draws in towards your spine, up to the crown of your head as you continue to breathe. 3 more here. That's 1. All right, holding that tree pose with your palms out to the sky, palms facing out. Around the world arms reach up. And lower with control, keeping the shoulders down and away from your ears. Need more. Really ground through that right foot. This is quite the balance challenge, holding that tree pose. 2 more. Last 1. All right, relax that left leg, shake it out. If you were on the block, go ahead and step your left foot onto that block. Drive your right knee up in front of you, flex the toes, palms facing up to the sky, bicep curl, elbows bend, elbows extend. Palms in towards the same shoulder, slow and steady. Shoulders stacked directly over your hips. Even though we have that right knee lifted, you want to avoid lifting that right hip higher than the left, keeping the hips square. Last 2. 1. Extend the arms, release that right foot to the inside of your left ankle, calf, or thigh. Put the palms in towards one another, hammer curl, elbows bend, elbows extend. Big breath in, big breath out. The focus here is the upper body, but holding in tree or with the knee elevated, whether you're on that block or not, we're adding core work here without even crunching. 2 more hammer curls. 1. All right, we're gonna hold the hammer curl. We're gonna switch it up here. Keep that tree pose. We're gonna draw a big circle with the arms, palms in, and then open. Keeping those elbows tucked in towards your rib cage. So palms out, big circle, bring them forward. Like you're setting up for a hammer curl, and then reverse. Reaching the core. Nice work. Give me 1 more full rotation, big open. And then close. Last one that gets me. All right, relax it down. Go ahead and grab that block. This time place it between your thighs. We're gonna squeeze that block. We're just gonna ground through the feet now. Slightly hinge forward, release your arms by your side. Tricep row to a kickback. Elbows bend and extend. So back is flat. Ground through all 3 points of your feet, big toe to pinky toe. Straight back to your heel. Slightly hinging forward as if you're trying to peer over your toes. Elbows stay close into your body as you row and as you kick those arms out straight back. Keep it going. Elbows bend, elbows extend. Sit, give me 3 more. Row, kick back, bend, release, 2 more. 1. This time, hold those arms straight. We're going to pulse it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it high, the palms to the sky. Keep squeezing that block. Pulse it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Release those arms down. Roll the shoulders up and back. Still squeezing that block. Slight bend in your knees. Bring the palms facing up, soft bend in your elbows. Cross body raises, reaching that right arm diagonally in front to the left side, and then left arm diagonally up to the right. So you're reaching forward and then releasing. Avoid lifting that palm higher than your shoulder. If it's too easy, hint, hint, go a little bit heavier with the weight. Lift and lower. Give me 2 more sets, 2 on each arm. Set. Keep squeezing that block. All right, stand up nice and tall, straighten the legs, still squeezing that block, shoulders down. Bring your palms facing in towards your body. We have alternating lateral weights. That left arm is going to go out to the left side, right arm is forward, and then we're going to switch. Left arm forward, right arm out to the side. Here we go. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, switching sides. Lift and lower, slow and steady. Think just as slow as you're lifting, if not slower. That's the same pace that you're lowering those arms. Your wrists come up towards your shoulders to avoid any shoulder injury. Avoid lifting those wrists higher than the shoulders. Navel draws in towards your spine, up to the crown of your head, still breathing. 2 more sets here. Nice work, ladies, looking so strong. One more set. Press those arms down, bring your palms facing in. Bend your elbows to 90. So we've got a 90-degree bend. We have a bent fly. Soft bend the knees, lift and lower. Elbows lift to shoulder height and release. You can always adjust your weights at any time, going lighter, going heavier. You can even forego the weights entirely. Stay with it. Shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Lift and lower. For 3. That's 2. All right, we're going to hold those elbows lifted. We're going to extend both the arms for 10 and bend. That's 9 and bend. 8 more. Navel draws in towards your spine. Keep it going. 6 more. And 5. Last 3. You got it for 2. Last one. Nice work. Release those weights down. We're going to come into a tabletop position. Option to place these blocks under your wrist. Just an option to increase your height and for some support. Knees directly under your hips, wrists under your shoulders, on or off of those blocks. We're going to lift that right foot as we tuck the right toes for a donkey kick and release. Avoid allowing any part of your body to move except for your right leg. You're isolating that right glute. If you would like to place a weight, that was a block, behind your right knee to add some additional resistance, that's always an option. Press your right heel up towards the sky. As you kick that right leg up, keeping that 90-degree bend, avoid pressing your navel in towards the floor. Back remains flat. So avoid doing any cat or cow-like movements here. We're firing up the base of the right glute. For 3. And release. That's 2. And release. Hold that right leg to the sky. Now we're going to pulse it for 10. And 9. That's 8. And 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. That's 2. And 1. Release that right knee down. Shake it out if you need to. Staying tall in that tabletop, or you can release your left forearm. You've got a fire hydrant on that right side. You can keep that weight if you had it before. Still tucking the right toes. Open out to the right hip and then close. Open and close. Keep it going. Fire hydrant on the right side. Now we're focusing on the outer glute. Avoid pressing off of that left leg. All the work's going to be on the right side. Transition to the left side in just a bit. That's 5. And release. 4. And release. 3. Tap. 2 more. All right, when you get there, hold that right leg out as high as you can. We're going to pulse it here for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Release that right knee down. Press your left palm back into the floor if you had your forearm down. Release that weight. Extend your right leg long. Flexing your right toes. Hips remain square. We're going to lift and lower that right leg to hip height. Lift and tap. Lift and tap. We're stretching a little bit more of the base of that right glute. Try to take out any bend in that right knee. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 5 more. Engaging your core. Navel draws in towards your spine. 3 more. Last 2. All right, you guessed it. Hold that right leg high. Pulse it here for 10, 9, 8, leg straight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Point your right toes. Now we're going to draw that right leg over to the right side of our mat. Lift those toes up, tap it over to the left. So just like a rainbow, remaining, keeping the hips square here. Tap side to side. Give me 4 more taps, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Slow and steady. 1 more on each side. All right, now release that right knee down. At any movement here, you can bump the hips side to side, shake it out. You wiggle your tail. We're gonna grab, let me turn face this way. If you use a weight on the left side, I encourage you to use a weight on the left side. Coming back to that tabletop, wrists under your shoulders, on or off of blocks, knees under your hips. Flex your left toes. We're gonna press that left foot to the sky for 10, and release. That's 9. Right toes can be tucked or untucked. 7. And 6. Gentle gaze between your thumb and index finger halfway. Avoid arching or rounding your spine. 4. And then incorporate the resistance, whether that's weights, blocks, or bands. 3 more. Last 2. All right, last one. Hold that left foot as high as you can. Pulse it here for 10. It's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that left knee down. Option to lower the right forearm. You keep that right hand boxed out. Keep the left toes flexed. Lift and lower that left leg out to the side for 10, and lower. That's 9. Lower. 8. And 7. That's 6. Do not press off that right side. All the weight and the work is on the left side. That's 6. Halfway. 4, 3, 2. All right, hold that left leg as high as you can. Pulse it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that left knee down. Plant your right hand if it was boxed out. Release that weight if you have one. Come back to that tabletop. Extend your left leg long. Flex the toes. Take out any bend in that left knee if you can. Around, lift that left leg to hip height, still pointing the toes and, flexing. And tap. Point them for the rainbow taps. 7 more. Really squeeze the base of that left glute as you lift that left leg to hip height. You get a little bit higher or lower. That's 4, and tap. 3, and tap. 2 more. All right, last one. Hold it lifted. Pulse it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Point the toes. Tap it over to the left. Tap it over to the right. And be a small or a big arch. Regardless of that size of your rainbow, the hips are square. You're working the inner and outer leg on the left side. 2 more taps. 2 on each side, left and right. 1 more set, left and right. Your toes, draw your knees wide, sink your hips towards your heels, coming into a child's pose. And just resting your arms on the floor or on the walls. Stretch for your hips and your lower back. Then we come back into your tabletop. Lower to your left or right hip. Sweep your feet around. We're going to use those weights and those blocks. We're going to lower on back down. Option to lower one forearm on the block or floor. Or you can tuck your chin to your chest as you lower all the way down. Draw your heels in towards your glutes. Grab one block, place it between your knees. From here, feet on the floor, tuck your chin to your chest. Reach your fingertips along to the outer edge of your mat. And just like we're a turtle trying to scratch our shell, rotate side to side. Now this is option 1. Option 2, you can grab a weight in each hand. Option 3, still with that block, you can lift your knees over your hips, bringing your shins parallel. Choose what works for you today, with or without weights, with or without your feet elevated. Reaching side to side, firing up those deep oblique muscles, crunching and reaching, just like you're trying to scratch your shell if you were a turtle, side to side. Back to center, release your head, neck, and shoulders. Go ahead and grab those weights if you didn't have them previously. Reach your arms to the sky, still squeezing that block. We're going to reach those hands up towards the sky, lift and lower, firing up the upper abs, lifting your head, neck, and shoulders, still squeezing that block. Lower back is pressed into the floor, tucking the hips under. Think about rotating your hips up towards your rib cage. Reach knuckles to the sky and release. More. Crunch and reach. And lower 4 more. Do tiny pulses at the highest point that you can for 10. And 9, That's 8. Find that shape. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Gently release it down. Set those weights off to the side. Now we're going to allow the knees to fall over to the right. So with that block, if you have one, draw your elbows wide, and we're going to crunch, drawing your left shoulder to your left hip. That's a movement that we want to take. Your shoulder, of course, does not have to touch that rib cage or hip. 5 more. Crunch and release. 4 and release. 2. Last one. Release your head, neck, and shoulders. Bring your knees back to center. Big breath in. On your exhale, allow your knees to fall over to the left. Lean your left hip into the floor. Right hip elevates. Elbows are wide. We're crunching and reaching for 10. And 9. That's 8. And 7. 2. Last one. All right, gently come back to center, knees to the sky. Go ahead and grab those weights. Place those weights on your hips. Holding on to those weights. Squeeze your knee. Inhale, lift, bridge pose. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Now your shoulders are relaxed down away from your ears. Your head, neck, and shoulders are pressed in towards the mat. Just your lower back is lifting, squeezing your glutes. Squeeze to lift and release. Holding on to those weights on your hips if you have them. Feet can be grounded. You can also lift your toes, digging your heels into the floor. You can also lift your heels, pressing the balls of your feet into the floor. Wherever you're at, give me 3 more. And 2. Last one. All right, lower the hips down. Draw your elbows wide. This is option 1. Option 2, you can place your hands under your hips. Option 3, you can grab weights and reach them overhead. We're going to do a reverse crunch, firing up our lower abs to finish up our core. Draw your knees in toward your chest, lifting your hips, and then tapping your toes. So we're still squeezing that block. Hands under your hips, palms facing down, option 1. Option 2, draw your elbows wide. Option 3, one weight in each hand, reaching your arms overhead. Give me 4 more wherever you are. Controlling that movement, avoid using momentum. 2 more. Gently set the feet down. Release your palms. Set that block off to the side. Reach your arms and legs long in opposite direction. Full body stretch, reaching. Walk your feet over to the right side of your mat. Lift your right leg, cross it over your left ankle. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders, and shimmy your upper body over to the right side, creating a banana shape with your body. Left wrist, pressing both shoulders and both hips into the floor. Reach your arms long overhead, release your bind, walk your hands through center. We're going to bend that right knee. We're going to try something new here, a little stretch. Keeping your arms long, rotate onto your left side, using that bottom arm as a pillow. Now, we're going to stack that top right hip over the left, and we're going to extend that right leg behind the right. So you can do toe to heel, or you can create some distance. You want to feel that stretch in your right hip. For balance, you can box out that top right arm, or you can reach that right arm long overhead, hugging your biceps in towards your ears. Especially in this pose is using blocks or rather bolsters under your waist that's on the floor. It's not so comfortable with gloves, so eventually we'll use a bolster. To your backside. So with your arms and legs long in opposite direction, reaching, stretching. Allow your feet to come over to the left side. Lift your left leg, cross it over the right. Shimmy your head, neck, and shoulders also over to the left side. Allow your left hand to grab your right wrist, gently pulling your upper body and your lower body off to the left side. Rounding both hips and both shoulders, feeling that stretch all along the right side body. Gently reach your arms and legs long in opposite directions, coming back to center. This time, bend your left knee to the sky, foot on the floor. We're going to rotate onto that right hip, keeping your arms extended long. Using your bottom arm as a pillow, you can start with that left hand boxed out. Now extend your top left leg behind your bottom right. Top left hip flexor. If this feels comfortable and you're not rolling forwards or backwards, you can extend that left arm overhead, maybe palm to palm. Just reaching, stretching the left side body. Reaching long in opposite direction. Draw your knees up to the sky, feet on the floor, and then gently drawing your knees into your chest. Bringing the soles of the feet to the sky for happy baby. You can grab a hold of the back side of your thighs, the inside or outside of your calves, or your feet. Send your left leg long, drawing your right knee in towards your right shoulder, avoiding your rib cage. It's going to be binded on your right shin or just your right hand grabbing your right knee. Allow your left hand to come to the outside of your right knee and gently draw your right knee across your body over to the left side for supine twist. Gazing up or over your right shoulder. Allow the sole of your right foot to come to the inside of your left leg for the recline tree. Plant your right foot on the floor and knee to the sky. Walk your left foot in. Tuck your knees in towards your chest, and then soles of the feet to the sky, coming back to your happy baby. Bending your left knee, drawing your heel towards your glutes. Extend your right leg long. Left knee up towards the left shoulder, avoiding the rib cage. Using only your right hand, gently draw your left knee over to the right side of your body. Supine twist on the left side. Gazing up or over your left shoulder. To center. Left foot comes to the inside of your right leg for recline tree on this side. Plant your left foot on the floor, knee to the sky. Walk your right foot in, tuck your knees into your chest. Rock and roll yourself a few times along your spine, as many times as you need to before coming up to a comfortable seat. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, cactus your arms, lift your gaze, spread your fingers wide. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. I invite you to bow to bring our thumb towards our third eye of prayer. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice with you. The light, love, and yogi in me honors, cherishes, and respects the light, love, and yogi in each and every one of you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you.